Hey Roddin and Racin, my name's Pete Nichols. I'm the sales manager here at Hughes Performance. We're working with Jerry and Cameron on their Grandpa Mobile Aspen. We're building a Chrysler Torque Light 904 transmission and torque converter that they'll be foot brake racing. Here at Hughes, we specialize in the design and manufacturing of custom high performance and racing automatic transmissions, torque converters, and accessories. Hughes Performance is a family-owned and operated company that's been in business for over 41 years. Let's go take a look at how we build one of our custom racing Turbo 400 transmissions. Here we are in the transmission build department with one of our premium street strip Turbo 400 automatic manual transmission assemblies. You can see some of the components that we put into these transmissions. We have red alto frictions for improved coefficient of friction, can handle higher horsepower and torque output from the engine. Each front pump gets blueprinted with a new forged steel pump gear set. We use heavy-duty new steels with each friction. We have several different band materials that we use based on the torque output of the engine, both with Kevlar lining as well as high static lining for higher power applications. We put heavy-duty intermediate sprags, which is one of the known weak links of the Turbo 400 transmission, along with a premium forged steel heat-treated sprag race. Premium Teflon sealing rings promotes longer wear and better sealing ability for more consistent line pressure. We have many other upgrades available as well, including our billet input shaft and heavy-duty forward drum, custom direct drums, custom valve bodies, trans brake options, and deep cast aluminum pan options for compatibility all the way to 2,000 flywheel horsepower with our 400 program. Here we are at the dyno with our street strip Turbo 400 transmission. Each transmission that Hughes Performance builds goes through a comprehensive dyno test to ensure maximum quality. It helps to break the transmission assembly in so that when the end user installs it in his vehicle, it's ready to go out and drive on the street or race at the track. We use a small block Chevrolet engine to power the dyno. We have a dyno absorber that we attach to the output shaft of the transmission to simulate a load on the transmission as if it's being driven on the road. We'll go through. We'll check for line pressure, crossover pressure, vacuum modulator function, kickdown function, and make sure that each unit has each forward and reverse gear. On trans brake equipped units, we will also test trans brake operation to make sure it's operating efficiently. Here we are in the torque converter department at Hughes Performance, where we custom build both race converters as well as street and street strip converters, and even OEM torque converters for local transmission remanufacturers and builders. Here we're doing a production run of our GM20 and GM25 Street Rod and Street Master Series 12-inch torque converters. A lot of the detail that goes into our custom-built race units also go into our street converters in an effort to maximize quality and performance from anything from a street rod with a ZZ4 crate engine all the way to a full-blown race vehicle. Our street converters and our street strip converters include heavy-duty forged steel turbine splines, silicone spot brazing of fins for maximum fin strength, and roller bearing construction along with a new heat-treated pump hub. Each unit after it's built then goes through clearance checking, welding, pressure testing, and balancing, where it's then ready to be painted and boxed for shipment or customer pickup. This particular unit is unique and of interest. This is one of our Pro Mod series lockup torque converters for our custom XP5 lockup powerglide transmission. This particular converter is designed for use in a turbocharged vehicle producing over 3,000 flywheel horsepower on a drag radial tire and stock suspension. Extreme attention to detail goes into each and every Hughes Performance race converter with full roller bearing construction, tight clearances for maximum efficiency, and billet steel chromoly heat-treated pump hubs. This particular unit is unique in that it offers a lockup for 100% torque converter efficiency. We build in a lockup clutch pack into the front cover of the torque converter that the driver can apply at any point in the track in either low or high gear to physically lock the converter up internally for maximum efficiency. This design gives you all the torque multiplying benefits of a torque converter at the starting line and the efficiency of a clutch at the top end of the track for maximum mile per hour potential. Once we have all the finished machining done to each converter assembly, it then goes through a process of clearance checking, welding, balancing, pressure testing. It's then ready to paint and box. Now that we've seen what goes into building one of our custom XP5 lockup powerglide race torque converters, let's take a look at the transmission itself. This transmission is very similar externally to original powerglide design and uses an aftermarket SFI certified heavy-duty reed transmission case, bell housing, and extension housing. This transmission also features a billet 1-inch spacer to go between the engine block and transmission, as the custom lockup torque converter is 1 inch taller than normal conventional GM torque converters. This unit has been successfully tested with over 3,600 flywheel horsepower, a supercharged Pro Mod application, and features the necessary features to handle this kind of power with our custom 1.25" input shaft, our CNC machine billet aluminum pump, and our Turbo 400 size 32 spline 1 3/8" output shaft. It also contains a 10 clutch drum, a proprietary band design, billet servo and cover with dual sealing rings, and our custom made in the USA billet steel straight cut planetary gear set. Here we are at the final stages of torque converter preparation, where they've been painted, boxed, and prepared for shipping. You can see the Hughes red paint job that goes on each one of them that helps to serve to protect from rust and corrosion during shipping, as well as gives the customer an idea if anything is going wrong with overheating. The paint will actually change color and darken. With that, we'd like to thank Roddin and Racin for taking the time to give us a brief overview of what goes on at Hughes Performance and goes into the manufacturing of torque converters and transmissions. Be sure to call us for all your high-performance transmission and converter needs at 602-257-9591, or check us out on the web at www.hughesperformance.com.
We'll be back after these messages from our sponsor.